you like the video, it'll be my honor if you can like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. And there are a lot more figure diorama photography as well as figure height comparison at the end of this video, so please watch and enjoy until the end. Now, let's begin. Hello everyone, how's everybody doing today? And today we are going to be reviewing Power Ranger Lightning Collection, and we have Pumpkin Wrapper, and we also do have the King Sphinx. So I was really unexpected when they announced it, but I am very sure if you're a Power Ranger fan, then you're all excited with this announcement. And it's a very awkward character they chose, but I was happy because I don't fully remember when exactly it was announced. Maybe it was before Halloween, I think, but it's the pumpkin, so I can reuse this pumpkin wrapper anytime during the Halloween. He's gonna be the icon of Halloween, obviously. And if you want to have these, well, not only Power Ranger, but if you want to display a Egyptian, devil kind of character with another line, then here you go, you got King Sphinx. So it is a very unexpected but very welcoming release. And let's go with the pumpkin wrapper. So the pumpkin right here, it's a big head, and yeah, obviously, as anyone expected, he doesn't have much articulation with the head. As the head does go 360 if you really push it, but unless other than that, he will not look up or down. You would also get this pumpkin effect that you insert simply into the hand, and he comes with 3 pumpkins, but you can put that inside here, making it look like it's floating. So take that out, and he comes with a, well, I don't know the exact name, a root whip or something, but anyhow, he gets 2 variants, one's short and one's long. So if you want to use the longer one, go ahead. But for this joint articulation, I'm going to take it out. So let's see how he does. So his shoulder will go up only that much because of his roots all embedding around his shoulder. And the bicep goes 360, elbow goes around that much, and that's not bad. That's more than 90 degrees. And for the design, we all expected. So goes 360, and his wrist goes it doesn't actually go up and down. There is a wrist joint, but just that due to the big cut, it just really doesn't do much justice on that joint, but that's okay. Let's see his ab crunch. He goes a lot for a pumpkin monster, and he does a lot to the back. And also his diaphragm joint does have a 360 movement, so you can move around anywhere. He splits that much. He does have a cut on his side, so that goes 360. Wonderful. He does split, or he does kick up that much, just that his butt right here is getting in the way, so he cannot kick back much. But we don't care. It's not a big deal for a monster character. His knee goes that much, and his ankle kind of does move up, but it just goes back, so I don't see. They do have ankle articulation, but it doesn't go up much at all, and he does go down slightly. Now there is a really nice swivel there, so when it comes to this pumpkin wrapper, he's fine, just that he's really top heavy. So I would suggest, if you are going to pose him, maybe make him a little lean down so the gravity does help, because these pointy foot does kind of help, because if you make him more heavier when it comes to the weight to the front side, the pointy foot does help because it's kind of locking into the ground. So when it comes to the design, if you try to make him the weight go back, then he will fall. But if you slightly make him front, then he should stand decent. Just that sad thing is because he had no up and down, look up and look down movement on his head, he will be slightly looking down all the time. But that's okay. Why? Because comparing to the Rangers, he's very big. So it looks decent if you're looking down because, Power Ranger are shorter. And I don't remember the Ranger to be this small comparing to the Pumpkin. I thought their height would be like around that much or something, but I wasn't expecting it to be this big because, honest spoilers, guys, these monsters are people inside. It's not real monsters. So in that case, it's usually a regular human height. So in that case, when you use common sense, his total body size would be around this much, okay? Just for spoilers that you guys maybe knew it, then that's fine, but some people don't know about it, so there you go. So I think they increased the size, not necessarily needed to do that, but they just made it bigger because it's the monster creatures. So yeah, there you go. So before going to the Sphinx, Pumpkin Wrapper comes with total 4 hands. One's the open hand. I don't know. It's like sorcerer kind of hand. Well, he does install his pumpkin magic kind of thing there, so that's understandable. He also comes with a gripping hand, which you install these whip, and he does come that with his right hand too. So if you want to install 2 whips, you can do that. And he comes with 1 fist hand. And just looking at his detail here, it looks nice. They could have just ran away with a regular hand, but they did add a carving look, so very decent. And again, going back to his head, I like the head. Look at this. It's weird calling it cute, but it is kind of cute. Now if I turn it upside down, there you go. It's like a big pumpkin head. So yeah, I like him. Thank you, Hasbro. You guys didn't need to do that, but I believe a lot of fans appreciate. Now, yes, you get 3 pumpkin heads, and the great thing about these pumpkin heads is that if you look, they're a big peg. So what you use these are for, you get the head, yank it off, like so, and you can actually install these heads like so. That is a very good homage. Like that actually did happen in the episode, so that's really nice. So you get 3 of them, so you can swap 3 heads of your army. But what are they called? I just can't remember. Man, it was in my head like a minute ago, and I just forgot what they were called. Not puppets. Putties. Yeah, putties. Yeah. So you have 3 putties that you can switch his head, or like in the show, you can actually swap the ranger head too. So if you want to do that, just grab a ranger, remove the head, and there you go. You can have a pumpkin on the head of any ranger you like. So that is a really, really, really nice accessory, and I'm happy they actually give us 3. They could have given us 5, but then in that case, well, they need to cut, some accessory, right? So 3, I think that's good enough. If you want more, you can buy 1 more of the pumpkin and make it, maybe just, color it something else, color it black or whatever. Just say it's like a different kind of villain. But overall, I love the choice of the pumpkin because, again, you can use that pumpkin to any kind of situation. It doesn't need to be necessarily in Power Rangers. Now, let's go for the King Sphinx. Look at that sick face. I love the detail they gave us. Simple, yet like his design on his head, this, I don't know what you call the Egyptian design. It's very simple. It's like super simple, but when you look at the face, all the detail gets in there, and I really like it. The paint app is really simple and not that clean because you see a lot of mispaint, and there's like a lot of inconsistent paint everywhere, so it's not the greatest job. And the body wise, we do get some shadows here and there, but then, and you get this bluish kind of hue coloring there and here, but it's like not like the shoulder pad and all his armor are just very clean, so the paint isn't anything that impressive. Same come with the pumpkin. The head is decently painted, but the body, you do get this green, but that's about it. It's all unpainted material color, so yeah. But let's look at his articulation, shall we? His head does look that much and that much. His head would look down that much and up that much. And you know, that's understandable. You know, his design restricts, so his shoulder only goes up that much because of his massive shoulder pad. It's getting in the way. And his bicep goes 360. He gets elbow articulation, which is very good angle. Go back and forth that much. 360 on the wrist, and for him, he kind of have slight wrist articulation, decent enough. Now, he does also come with his staff with this effect piece. That's a long time ago, so I don't specifically remember what he does with this staff, but yeah, it's, you can remove it as you wish. And actually, I think the great thing about this effect, if you look very closely, I don't know if you already noticed, but if you look very closely, you have all these, you know, question marks everywhere, and that's a really nice effect. You see, they could have just gave us a regular, not regular, but like no question mark effect and recycle this effect to any creatures, but no, this is specifically for this character. So I was surprised that they actually gave a specific effect for him. The Pumpkin Master's this effect, you can use this, recycle this to, well, any other, you know, character. This one is just for him. Unless you have Riddler from, you know, Batman series, then yeah, maybe you can use this for that, but unless otherwise, right? So it's a nice effect piece you get. Now let's check his staff. His staff is very simple. Yeah, but if you look at the staff itself, there is a design or detail there, so it looks really simple. I don't know if you can, there you go. It looks simple, yet it does have a sufficient detail, so if you maybe add a wash, then it could bring out a lot of that detail. So going back to his articulation, let's check his ab crunch. And he does have a decent ab crunch too. And his diaphragm joint goes that much, and then he has a leg that opens that much. There is a cut onto his side, just that it's quite stiff, and he can kick out that much. Again, due to his design and his ass, he can only kick out that much. His knee goes around that much, which is quite a lot for a monster of this size, and his ankle does go like so, which is again quite good. And yes, you can also have a good, you know, side by side movement. Very good, very good. Now this creature also comes with 2 open hands and 1 fist left hand and 1 open hand, well, grabbing hand for holding onto the staff. Now everybody probably already kind of, you know, wondering why isn't his wing on. He's come with a very big wing. The problem is it's broken. What I mean by broken, it's looking at the peg size here, it's simply just too small to sustain this weight. And the peg hole, as you can see, there is I don't know if you can see well, but the size is not equal. They're not the same size. Yet the peg is the same size. Peg is the same size, meaning that one of the peg is too big and one of the peg is not the proper size. So I thought, oh, maybe one of the peg is too small, but no, one of the peg is too small and one of the peg is too big, making it not able to stick in there, and the hole itself is not big enough, so it comes off. So if I try, like, even how hard I try, it just keeps coming off. So yeah, I don't know about your action figure, but mine, it's not going in there. And I did try glue tack, and I'm using the Gorilla one, so it's the strongest one out there. Yeah, no, it's not gonna help at all. So yeah, it's a bummer. I hope you guys didn't get a crappy one like mine. But yeah, that's the best I can do. And this guy is also very big. Comparing to the Ranger, that is a big size difference. Now, we do remember seeing the King with Goldar, and they're supposed to be the similar or same height. But man, it looked like Goldar is so tiny. So I don't know. Like, again, there's someone inside that costume, so it's supposed to be, proportionate to human size. Just for in case that some people just don't know that. I'm just whispering. But so his size is supposed to be quite similar to Goldar, but he's massive. Like, look at the Rangers. Like, who can be in there? Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have said that. But yeah, because I think they got big together too, and they're also the same size. So this kind of breaks down my image of the King Sphinx, because it kind of makes Goldar small and tiny and little puny. So that was like something I wasn't too happy of. If the Goldar was this big, then I'm happy. But then he'll be probably too big for the Rangers. But it's Goldar and it's a monster, so I could have slid it. But having Goldar smaller than King Sphinx is a bit something that I can't tolerate too much. But probably I can live with it. I did enjoy taking pictures both of them together, but I don't know why they kind of buffed the size of the monsters. It's just going to increase the price, and it's just going to increase, actually it's going to increase everything. So maybe if they just simply wanted to charge more, maybe they could have stick with the similar size with Goldar and make it a deluxe figure. Maybe toss 2 more of the pumpkin, and and for King Sphinx, I don't know, you could just give him a little more accessories. Maybe like they only have the left hand with the fist, so maybe give us both hands with the fist. Just simply make it a more accessory deluxe figure if you want to charge more, that is, and shrink the size so it would match the line better, because it kind of looked like they're from a different line, and that's a little bit if you don't watch the show, then it's okay because you don't kind of care. But I did watch the show when I was a kid, and I watched the show when I was in Japan. I watched the original, Sentai series. So for people like myself, it's a little bit of, whoa, they're huge kind of thing. But overall, I'm okay. I'm happy with it. I love the pumpkin wrapper. She is so awesome. He is so cute. Every Halloween, I'll probably bring him out. King Sphinx, probably less. I'm okay with it. I'll probably find a way to use them again in my future when I maybe make a Egyptian design diorama or something, most less likely. But anyhow, overall, I like these figures. I love it. If you're looking to purchase, I think you can still find them somewhere. And yeah, I took some photos, so I hope you enjoyed the photo too. See you all soon. Oh, forgot to say, go Power Ranger. Thank you very much for watching my figure unboxing photography review. If you liked the video, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. Currently, there are only 6% of my audience who are subscribed, and I be a little bit lonely here, so your subscription will give me inspiration to go on further. Thank you again, and see you all soon. 遊びでやってるんだよ。